So Alyssa here, and I'm going to teach you a little bit about how to do APA format because I know a lot of you have come in and talked with me or have asked me to take a look at your papers, and you guys are great at doing MLA, which is awesome to your high school teachers. Um, but APA is a little bit different. It's a little bit more simple, and even this paper is out of date because we just barely got the new version of APA format, which is the 7th edition. So that's what I'm going to teach you how to use. APA format is used by the social sciences. APA stands for the American Psychological Association. So if you're doing anything in the social sciences like psychology, communications, let's see, I think business uses it as well. I think randomly computer science, you'll have to check on that. Or those kinds of things, you'll be using APA format. Personally, I think it's the simplest format just because it's simple and easy to go around and it's a lot less narcissistic than MLA format, which makes you put your name on literally every single page. But yeah, so this is how you do it. So what website I'm on right now is called Purdue University. I'm going to actually let's see, there we go, just in case I get any weird notifications. So I'm on Purdue University, which is a university in the Midwest. They're actually really renowned for their communications department, and they're really good at teaching you writing skills and formats. And this is probably where a lot of your professors are going to be grading your papers from. So if you have it in this format right here, then you'll probably at least get an A on the format part, and not necessarily content, but that comes with practice. So yeah, but format, this has everything. So what we're going to talk about is the 7th edition. So this is what your paper should look like as the title page. As you can see, the title page is bolded. You have everything capitalized, which is something that didn't happen before. You only have one page number in here, and it's inconsistency with the font right here. Now, as you can see right here, let's see. I don't remember where I saw it, but basically it said that Arial is fine if you want to do your paper in Arial or Times New Roman. That's fine too. Just be consistent and make it professional throughout the entire thing. No weird fonts like Papyrus or anything like that. So then you have a couple enters down. All of this is double spaced. So you'll have your name, Polly Purdue, right here, Department of English, Purdue University, and then you'd have the course name, your professor's name, and then the date that you completed the paper. This is more for a professional paper, so if you're not a student anymore, you will have a running head right there. But with student papers, you no longer have that. Once again, this would be more for a professional paper as well, or if you're doing 10 plus page paper, you probably will need an abstract unless your professor says you need an abstract. But I wouldn't worry about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here and I'm going to take a look at the sample APA paper. And we're going to take a look and see how this goes. So I'm going to enlarge it for us, hopefully. Actually, I'll just download it for us. So we can actually just take a look at it nice and easy right here. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so there's no running head on the paper. You want to make the page numbers begin on the first page, which is the title page right here, and then you want it to follow every subsequent page without interruption. So you don't give any other information there. So yeah. So it gives you author's names appear 2 lines below. Those 2 lines should be double spaced as well. So just before you do anything with your paper, make sure that it's all double spaced and you don't have like extra spaces after paragraphs or before paragraphs. So if you can see right here, this is how you're going to do that. You're going to take a look at line spacing options, and what you should see is before should be 0 point and after should be 0 point. It should be fairly similar on a PC because yeah, Microsoft Office runs fairly similarly. Just look at the paragraph box for that. And then just make sure that it's double spaced right here. And then it should be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge this, and we're going to create this into an actual student paper. So we're going to get rid of the running head because we don't need the running head anymore. But you are going to insert header and footer, page number, show number on first page, should be there, right there, beautiful. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this running head as well. And then it should be beautiful like that. And then that should be bolded now. Should have 2 spaces, and then her name, let's see. So instead of just saying Utah Valley University, you should do Department of Communications, Humanities and Social Sciences. Utah Valley University. And then you're going to enter, and then you'll do COM 1020 public speaking. And then you're going to do Professor Ben Wasink. And then we're going to do the new date, which today is the 27th. So Feb 27th, 2020. And as you can see, they did Arial instead of Times New Roman. So once again, you can use Arial. You just want to be consistent throughout the entirety of your paper, which also means that you need to make sure that your page number is in the consistent font as the rest of your paper. And as you can see, this is in Times New Roman. We're good to go. So that's good for our title page. We don't have to worry about an abstract for this paper or for your rhetorical analysis. What you want is this title now to be boldened and centered. There shouldn't be no introduction header, which we don't have anyway with this. And then if you can take a look here, there are now page numbers. So like we borrowed a quote from an external source, we need to provide the location of the quote in the document, so the page number in the parenthetical. By contrast, here we've merely paraphrased an idea. So if you're taking a direct quote, you need the page number. If you don't have a direct quote, you don't need the page number. So for example, we have this, which is a paraphrase or a summary kind of a thing. So you don't need a page number right there. Let's see. And so, yeah, you'll want to make sure that you're spelling out abbreviations the first time you use them. So, like right here, stay at home, SAH. You want to make sure you're doing that. If you're using that, you probably wouldn't be using that, so we're not going to worry about that very much. And this is how you're going to cite personal interviews. You actually don't need this in the reference page. So we're actually going to go down here because I know I have it in the reference page. So we're going to take that out. And it's beautiful. Okay. Then let's see if I can find a header thing. So second level headings are flush left, bolded, and written in title case. So this actually needs to be like that, which I actually personally hate that format, but you know what? I'll get used to it. kind of a thing. And then we'll go that later. And then let's see, do we need anything else? Shouldn't really need anything else like right here. Oh, this is second level, so we still will have this centered, I think. Can be a little bit confusing, but for now, let's just do it centered until someone says it's differently. Because that's what they have right here. So that's first level headers, and so yeah, second level headers would be left hand side, but you won't need to worry about that unless you're doing like a 20-page paper or something like that, like they're doing. So, all right, now let's take a look at the reference page. What we're going to be doing is you want to make sure that it's all in alphabetical order. So for this paper, they put Faust, J-E, as the first thing because F comes before S. So you do want to make sure that you do that. One good way to make sure that it's all in alphabetical format is you go, let's see. There's a way to do it. Okay, so you go to paragraph and then you do A to Z, and then it should be sort text and paragraphs. You want to do it in paragraphs, and it should be ascending. And so you have no header row, don't worry about that. And then you just press OK. And then ta-da! I actually had an extra space here, so I'm going to get rid of that. And then now, as you can see, this is not in hanging indent, which actually works for us. So what you're going to want to make sure you do, go to paragraph, line spacing options, special, and then hanging. And then that's what you're going to be doing to make sure that you have that little indent, and then you don't have to worry about weird tab stuff, especially when you add and subtract references, because that will totally mess you up if you don't have that. So let's see. And then one other thing that I've noticed, a lot of you are not doing proper APA format with websites. Or you think it's a website, but it's actually a journal article. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to find those kinds of references. As you can see, you have a huge, lovely thing of reference lists. So we're going to go to electronic sources, and we're just going to check these sources and make sure that they're correct with the 7th edition, because they were with the 6th. Let's see if they're correct with the 7th. So the first one that we have is Womanhood, Highest Place of Honor, retrieved from, this is a website. A web page. So what we're going to be doing, so this is the author of the web page, I guess. This is the year that it was published, and then this is the title of the web page. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look, and then we do, actually I wonder if that's this article. So this is what you'll want to do. Like you'll want to do the last name and then first and middle. And then you have the year, month, and date, the title of the page, the site name, and the URL. So you don't have retrieved from anymore with any of that. So this one would, I wonder if this site still works. Oh, it changed the site too, so we'll have to change that as well. Oh, fun. No, the S-Talk. So my guess, let's see, womanhood, the highest place of honor. C. Here we go. So what we're going to do is let's see if we can figure out how to actually cite this, because this was not cited correctly. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at what we have in our electronic sources. So we have a web page, online piece of content might do that, online scholarly journal article, that's not what it is, online article from an online periodical. I wouldn't necessarily say that that's what it was. It's not a newspaper article. Dissertation, no, 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 no. It's nothing like this. So you can see there's like a lot of different things that you can do. Let's see, podcast episode, streaming video. I mean, yeah, this probably would be a streaming video because this is the transcript of the video. So we probably would do that. So you have last name, first name, and then there's no username, so we don't worry about that. So then we do the year, month, date, and then title of video in italics. And as you can see, you don't have like every single like major word figured out with that. So, or capitalized. You just have the first word, and then if there's a colon, then you would do the first word of that after that colon, and that's it. Unless it's a proper place like Canada or Trump or I don't know, something like that, or English. And then you would actually like do it that way. But for now, we don't have to have anything like that. So like that's what you would do. So as you can see, the W in womanhood is capitalized, and then you have the T in the, and nothing else is capitalized. And then after that, let's see, title of video, and then you have captions like that. So you don't want it to be italicized anymore. Video. And so it's good like that. And then you have the streaming service, which would be the churchofjesuschrist.org, or Church of Jesus Christ, I guess. And then we would have to update this as well. So let's see, period there, and then we do copy and paste. Well, let's paste special so we don't have that formatted text in there, and then it looks beautiful and it just copied right there. So that's now correct. Now let's take a look at this. This is a journal article. So let's take a look and check if this is correct. All right, so you have the last name, FM, first and middle, and then last name, first and middle, and then the year. So last name and the year. Perfect. Okay. Let's like not worry about that. Okay. And then the hallmarks of righteous women, gendered backgrounds, expectations in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Let's see. This is periodical. Journal article. Okay. Let's see. Online materials, APA, amendments dividing. Okay. Let's see. periodical with no article assigned, dissertation from thesis, data sets. I would say articles and periodicals, and see if you can't find that. Yeah, so this is kind of like how it would be, except you would put the DOI after that. Oh, electronic journal, here we go, yep, right here. So, let's see, so the title of the article is right there. Yes, and then we have the journal name right there, the journal title. Perfect. And as you can see with the journal title, you have every single word that they have capitalized in there, because then it'll be a lot easier to find. And that's the whole point about APA, is not necessarily about like who gets credit for work, but for future scholars who actually want to like take a look at your sites, and also to make you feel more credible too. But then it's a lot easier for people who are reading your stuff to find it. So that's what we're practicing right now. And so you have a comma after that, and then that's italicized, and that is not. So let's take a look at this. Italicized, that's not. That actually has an extra parentheses that we don't want. And then you have the page numbers from which the article is found, and then you have the DOI right there. So instead of, yeah, in these cases use the URL. Okay, let's see. See if we can find an actual DOI.org with this. Here we go, DOI.org. So that's probably what we're going to be looking at right there. So what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be copying and pasting this. Remember to do paste special so that it fits the format of your text. Save that. And now, for the most part, everything should be in APA format. The only thing that I can see that might have a problem is this reference right here, which you might need a, oh wait, no, never mind, because that's not an actual quote. If you were using an actual quote, then you would need a page number. But yeah, should be good. Yeah, we're good to go. So that's how you do the new APA format. Yeah, good luck.